Good morning, everyone. This is your 5-minute warning. We will start the ceremony in 5 minutes. I'm very happy to see you've all grabbed your seats. There's not a bad seat in the house. Once we get started, I'm going to fill you in. This is a celebration, right? I want you to cheer enthusiastically, okay? We will have a little practice when we get to that point, but I'm putting you all on warning. I expect big things from you, okay? Big things. So we'll get started in about 4.5 minutes. right, this is a good crowd. Not that I warmed them up beforehand or anything. Welcome to our students, our family, our friends, to our Fall 2025 White Coat Ceremony. Go ahead and be seated. My name is Dr. Katie Burns-Ryan. I am the Vice President of Chiropractic and Academic Clinics here at NWHSU. We could not be happier to celebrate this important milestone with all of you here today. Over the past year and a half, 2 years, right? These students have worked incredibly hard. They have taken over 1,900 hours of challenging lectures, labs, instruction. And along the way, they've had some mini milestones to get here. So for example, cadaveric dissection with Dr. Muldoon. We got over the nervousness of just touching each other. May I open your gown, right? And of course, your first adjustments, cervical adjustments or neck, upper back, side postures in methods 3 and 4, right? Sweaty palms before you touch your patients. It's pretty exciting. While this is a significant ceremony, as you can tell from my demeanor, we take their work very seriously. We take the work that they're doing to become doctors and the fact that they are going to be caring for patients in the future. But this is a ceremony. It's not meant to be a somber event. So I want to see people celebrating. I expect you to clap and to cheer and take lots and lots of pictures of these folks. Students, you did not get here on your own. And I do want to recognize the administration and the faculty who have advised and mentored you along the way. This is going to be your opportunity to cheer loudly, okay? I'm going to start with the stage party, and then we're going to go from there. So first, I would like to recognize the platform party on the stage with me today. We've got Dr. Deb Bushway, President and Chief Executive Officer. We have Dr. Kim Pierce, Provost and Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Joe Muldoon, Associate Professor and today's keynote speaker. Dr. Mary Tuchscher, Department Chair and Professor, today's name reader. Dr. Melissa Kolb, Assistant Professor with the Department of Clinical Education, who'll hand out the certificates. We have Logan Sherman, who's sitting with her cohort and will lead today's oath. And I ask all of the distinguished faculty in the room today to please stand up so the students can give you a warm round of applause. Stand up. Thank you, faculty. Finally, I would like to recognize all of you friends and family that have supported our students day in and day out. You might have noticed they missed a few weekends with you, right? Maybe a couple of holidays. They've been extremely busy, and you've been supporting them along the way. Without your love and support, these recipients would not be here today. So students, I want you to stand up. I want you to look around, make eye contact, give air hugs to the people who are here today supporting you. Stand up, students. Give them a big cheer. Find your people. Some of you may be wondering, what is the meaning of a white coat ceremony? And in your program, there is a brief description of this ceremony, its origins, its symbolism. But I'd like to give a little more context for you. The white coat ceremony is a powerful milestone. It is the midpoint of your academic program. It is a moment to pause, proudly celebrate all that you've achieved in your first 2 years here, the dedication, the resilience, the countless hours of learning that you've brought you here today. It also symbolizes an exciting transition as you step forward from the classroom into the clinical world, ready to apply your knowledge, face some new challenges, and continue growing into compassionate, skilled professionals that you're destined to become. To quote our own Dr. Oswald, and students, I did try to do it real monotone, but I just don't have an Oswald voice. Remember why you started this program. You can get distracted by quizzes and passing classes versus thinking about why and who you are here for. Reflect on that, your successes in learning as you enter your clinical education phase, and don't blank it up. I am paraphrasing Dr. Oswald, okay? We celebrate this milestone with the wearing of a white coat, which is not just a piece of clothing, but it is a symbol. It's often referred to as the cloak of compassion. And I want everyone in the audience, students, family members, friends, to really think for just a moment about the characteristics that you immediately assume of a person wearing a white coat. So just take a moment to reflect on that. 5 seconds. To many people, a white coat is worn by a doctor, someone with knowledge and expertise, someone who knows what's going on, can figure things out, and someone who can help them. A person wearing a white coat is considered a trusted professional who cares for their patients. But after that very first impression comes the real work of consistently demonstrating these characteristics and these virtues, earning your patients' continued trust. Because while you can take that white coat off at any given time, you can hang it in your closet, throw it on a chair, you will always remain a doctor of chiropractic with the purpose of serving others. And this responsibility will rest on your shoulders, much like the white coat is right now. Dr. Major also offered some words of encouragement. I know you're busy, but never in your life will you have so much time to focus on your learning. So seize the opportunity, soak up every ounce of knowledge, and practice those skills until you can do them in your sleep. This is preparation to serve your future patients. I did not need to paraphrase Dr. Major. To my T6 students, you have come a very long way to get to this point. And on the screen, you might see some images taken from recent new student orientation. That was you just a couple of years ago. The excitement, the nervousness, right? What am I getting into? How rigorous is this going to be? You're like deer in headlights. And as you know, our academic program is rigorous. It's challenging, it's hard work, but your resiliency and your dedication have brought you to this point. And I have to tell you how very, very proud I am of each and every one of you. You are my future colleagues. And it's time to celebrate that, right? And welcome you into our clinical environment. So what's a celebration without a speaker, without a speech? You have chosen Dr. Joe Muldoon. I'll welcome him to the podium to gift us.
Thank you, Dr. Burns-Ryan. I'm still reeling from her Captain Jack Sparrow costume yesterday. That was epic, thank you. That was really wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone. Faculty, friends, family, and most importantly, our budding clinicians and future colleagues. I have a couple of preliminaries I forgot somebody else is here too. Dr. Barthel's beloved Mason, or what's his name again? Wilson, excuse me. Wilson has been hiding all over campus, and he's here for you today.
Yeah, he's mine.
I have a few preliminaries for you today. When I say neurons that fire together, you say what? There you go. Neurons that fire together, wire together. When I say don't freak out, you say? Figure it out, right? That's awesome. I'm so happy. You're not that far out of your anatomy days, are you? When I give you the option of yes or yes, the correct response is yes or yes. There you go. All right, thank you very much. So today's marks one of those milestones. The kind that you remember not just because it's you get to wear a nice new white coat, but it's because it's a time where you're actually transitioning, when you begin to feel that this journey is real. Right? This journey begins to feel real. You start feeling like you went from this time where I think I'd like to become a doctor of chiropractic to, wait, I might actually be on my way. I might actually be getting there, right? So I want you to think about this. Truth be told, I really miss this moment. I really miss this time where you're developing this sharp clinician's intellect while holding compassion in your heart, right? It's this mix of curiosity and compassion that is really where the real magic happens. You're still discovering what you know, right? Applying what you know and why it matters. Really critical time for you to be bridging. At its core, this chiropractic thing, and really all of healthcare, is about service. It's about service. It's about showing up for people in their moments of need. I think our colleague and dear mentor to me, Dr. Joe Sweary, said it best when he said, "We're on this earth to help other people, and therein lies our joy." It's very simple, very profound, and if you can live with that truth, it'll carry you through most every hard day that you're going to have. That joy that you're going to experience, this is something you'll find in small, unexpected ways as you're helping to improve people's quality of life. It may present in the quiet relief on somebody's face after they're able to get up and move a little bit easier. It may present in the gratitude that somebody expresses when they or their child is able to sleep through the night, right? It may also present in the countless little acts of kindness that will ripple out from the care that you provide long after your day is done. I would have patients report to me, they'd say, "Doc, whatever you're doing for my spouse, just continue doing it because they are like a different person since they were under care." This chiropractic thing that we do impacts people's lives. Yes or yes? For sure, right? I want you to own that. I want you to know that. We all know that we are what we repeatedly do, right? We are what we repeatedly do. I think it's a quote attributed to Aristotle. What's he describing? Neuroplasticity, right? The things that we do with routine, we develop synaptic pathways to reproduce those particular acts or those particular behaviors. Yes? This is neurons that fire together doing what? Wiring together. That's right. So philosopher Will Durant further reasoned that excellence, therefore, is not an act but a habit. Excellence is not an act but a habit, which means that we need to develop habits of excellence. And I'm going to offer you some unsolicited advice. And we all know that unsolicited advice is the worst kind of advice, right? We also know that it's what we professors probably do best, right? What we offer you. So here's the deal. I want to implore you to be brilliant at basics. Be brilliant at basics. The way that I want you to do small things, good things well, which means the time that you spend greeting your patients, the act of greeting your patient, the act of the fist bumps, the high fives, the eye contact that you make with people. Critically important stuff to make them feel seen, to be present. Maybe you've experienced some of that as I tried to do that too every day here with you, yeah? So I want you to listen. When the patient speaks, I want you to not just hear them, make sure you're listening. That healing process begins when somebody feels hurt, right? So you're going to extend yourself, make sure that you're stepping outside of yourself in order to be able to put yourself in their shoes, okay? Excuse me. And I want you to share, when it is your time to speak, I want you to share your knowledge confidently with empathy, ease, and candor. If you don't know something, let them know you don't know. But you're going to help them figure it out, right? And then when you're all done, when you go to place hands on people, when you've taken these pieces together, you've taken these bits of this history, and you put it together, and you're going to put hands on this person, let them feel your care, even if you feel like your skills are still budding, and they are, because what you're doing now is going to bear very little resemblance to what you're going to be doing a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, right? As you go through this, I want you to take time to notice the changes that you're making, to take time to notice the changes. Even when you feel like you're not quite there yet, you're going to be imparting changes for this individual. You're going to be helping them as you are helping them, you're improving your sense of purpose. Your sense of purpose is something that you have to develop. It's your core that you're going to develop. The Japanese have a term for this. They call it ikigai. Ikigai. And in that Japanese culture, this means your sense of who you are, your sense of being, why your purpose, why you're here, right? So you have to find, if you can imagine, it's like a large Venn diagram, 4 big circles, right? What you love, what you're good at, something that the world needs, and something that sustains you, not just financially, but what fills you up, right? And where those circles intersect, that center, that's your ikigai. Many of you know I went up to Saskatoon, flew up to Saskatoon over break, went about an hour and a half north of Saskatoon to spend time with a practitioner up there who has a very unique approach to helping people. He's passionate, absolutely passionate. I watched him work for a day taking care of people, 25, 30 people that he was caring for. It was brilliant what he does. He was absolutely passionate about what he was doing. And I watched him. He didn't break stride. This dude is 94 years old. 94. You think he loves what he does? Yeah. You think that it's something that the world needs, that his community needs? He's found something that his community needs. He has found incredible sense of purpose in what he's doing. He's found his ikigai. This is what you have to look forward to. This is what you have to look forward to. You may not find it all at once. You're going to build it, right? One patient at a time, maybe one challenge at a time, and maybe even one piece of service that you provide at a time, right? You've already been building this sense of purpose. As Dr. Burns-Ryan was highlighting, you've survived the stages of learning that every good doctor has to endure, right? Every good doctor goes through what you've been through. This has been hard work, right? First you go through this stage of unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. That blissful stage when terms like sphenoid and sacroiliac sounded like some sort of alien code, right? These are the things that you were going through at that time. You progress from that then into this conscious incompetence. When all of a sudden, again, hearkening back to Dr. Burns-Ryan, you're in the deer of the headlights, right? When all of a sudden you realize how much you don't know. And you start wondering, how is it that anybody could learn all of this, right? This is where you're bridging right now, is from this conscious incompetence to your conscious competence. Through repetition, copious amounts of caffeine probably along the way, a lot of grit, right? And a lot of, for some of you more than others, just sheer stubbornness. If Morgan were here, I'd be looking right at her, right? So you develop this sense of conscious competence. You start thinking, oh, that's how this works. You're aware of your body position, every position, every contact that your hands are making, the line of drive, the vectors that you're honoring as you go through and do what you do, right? You're thinking very cognizantly. You start thinking about, this is what I do to remove interference and restore function to this collective, this amazing collective of 37.2 some trillion cells that are all working independently and codependently to make us, yeah? This is the subtle energy of the body that you get to work with. You start to sound like clinicians. You start to sound like clinicians, and you may even begin to start feeling like one. That imposter syndrome's a thing, yes? Yep, you all know that you're going to feel that. That's okay. That's natural. This part of this bridge, as you're going from this conscious competence to a state of unconscious competence, right? That's when you finally, with time and experience, you bridge into this unconscious competence. That's when your knowledge is almost, you're on autopilot in what you do. You're doing things almost instinctively as you help people, right? It's your hands and your head and your heart are all working together. This compassion thing that we do isn't something we tack on after a diagnosis, right? It's this compassion is balanced with your understanding of the way that the body works. You're going to be putting this together in profound ways. It's when it's guided, this conscious competence is guided by wisdom that you've garnered from experience that is becoming a part of who you are. That's exactly what this white coat represents, right? Is this bridge as you're moving into this new state of consciousness. the next step in your journey. It's not about any sort of perfection. It's about progress. Yeah? It's about, not about ego. Hey, look at me in my nice white coat, right? It's about you finding service in your heart, if you haven't found it already. And it's not just about science. It's about connection. You're connecting the pieces, all of the pieces that you've learned to put together for that patient. And about the connection that you're forging with those patients. Compassion, as I said, isn't something you're just going to tack on after that diagnosis. It's something that you're going to do to, it's something you're going to express by the way that you listen, the way that you speak to them, and the way that you lay hands on, the way that you care about what you do. When challenges come, and they will, I'll just tell you that they will come. When they come, I want you to hearken back to your gross anatomy days, right, in the lab. When something didn't make sense to you, we'd say, don't freak out. You figure it out, right? That adjustment didn't go well. Don't freak out. Figure it out, right? That patient's not responding to my care. Don't freak out. You figure it out. That's absolutely right. This is what you do. And then hearken back to the days, or hearken back to Dr. Sweary's wisdom when he said, we're here to help others. That's it. That's the joy. That's the purpose. That's the whole point, right? That's where you are. So I want to give congratulations to each of you. I'm going to pass these air bumps to the first row. You have to pass them back to your partners behind you. There you go. That's my thing, pass the bumps back. You've earned this moment, right? Every late night, every quiz, every practical that made you question your life choices, that brought you to the doorway of that exam. Yeah? Oh, I've seen it, I've heard it, right? What am I doing here? Know that the world is ready for your hands. The world's ready for your heads. The world's ready for your hearts, right? You need to be this. Even if you haven't found your unconscious competence or your ikigai yet, you're working towards it. I promise. I'm proud of you. We're all proud of you. Thank you for giving me the honor of speaking to you. I'm sorry I had a little tremor here today. Too much caffeine, maybe. Trying to keep up with you. So I want to thank you for letting me into this celebration for today. I want to thank you for the tremendous work that you put in, the effort that you put in here, and for your family and friends for supporting your amazing effort to get here, the tremendous amount of work that you've done. And I want to thank you, finally, each of you, for choosing a life defined by service to others. There is no greater calling. There is no greater calling. This is the greatest gift that you can offer. This service in your heart is the greatest gift you can offer to your communities and to the world as a whole. Yes or yes? Yeah, there you go. So congratulations and welcome to the next chapter of your journey. I welcome you as colleagues. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait for you to come back and share your stories with me. Okay? Your practice, stories from practice. So thank you. Congratulations.
I think we all understand why the T6 group here chose Dr. Muldoon to give that speech for them, right? You can feel it. Now is the time you've been waiting for, the acceptance of your white coat certificates. Families and friends, before we started the ceremony today, I mentioned that we want you to be boisterous. We want you to shout and clap and really celebrate these students. I want you to nearly embarrass them with your enthusiasm, okay? We will take nothing less than that. I do want to give us a little practice here, so I'm going to start with the stage party. Stage party, let's show them how it's done. Clap, cheer, we're excited. Come on. Not bad, not bad at all. Students, it's your turn. You're going to clap for yourselves and your fellow classmates. Let's hear it. A little better, a little better. friends and families, let's show them how to do it, all right? They're a little excited and proud of you. Can you feel that too? I hope you can. I now welcome Dr. Mary Tuchscher and Melissa Kolb to the podium to present today's recipients. And students, just so you know, you're going to be lining up over here, coming across to receive your certificate, and then you'll head out this way, okay? Welcome, Dr. Tuchscher and Dr. Kolb.
Hi, everybody. Congratulations. Thanks for being my students. You're awesome. All right, then. Dixie Altman. Taylor Berge. Andrew Bolter. Madeline Bulfer. Hunter Edwards. Grant Glacier. Rylan Hanley. Jillian Heileman. Chelsea Hoppy. Shualin. Julia Longway. Jonathan Mans. Taylor Meisner. Sam Mookie. Hannah Moeller. Sarah Nelson. Jenny Ritterbush. Gage Ronaldson. Carly Schreifels. Logan Sherman. Whoa. Logan, you win, man, you win. Kelsey Sobek. Gabriel Spencer. Abby Zoka. Tori Topaz. Alika Vang. Jordan Williams. Brady Wright.
you took your assignment seriously and you all get A pluses. Excellent job on that. Woo! Now, as our students left the auditorium here, they are outside having pictures taken and they are coming in. So I need to stretch the time. I am a faculty member, I can easily do this, and I've chosen to do this by telling numerous terrible chiropractic jokes for you today. All right, so here we go. This continues our celebration. I think I'm the funniest person I know. I will laugh at these. You may not, because I don't deliver jokes well. Okay, are you ready? Why can you always trust a chiropractor? Because we've always got your back. That's right. Thank you very much. Why do teachers like chiropractic kids? Because they're well adjusted. Oh, I've got more folks, and you can see they're still trickling in. Hold on. Okay. I went to see my chiropractor yesterday, and do you know what the first thing she said was? I'm glad to see you're back. I got somebody. There's somebody out there that thought it was funny. One is enough for me. What is the best name for a chiropractic boy band? The Backstreet Boys. I heard somebody out there. Okay, we're halfway through my terrible chiropractic jokes. You're hanging in there. We're like 2/3 full up here, so there will be an end to this pain, I promise. What part of the body did the chiropractor treat when the singer Eminem came in? This is showing my age. Shady's back. See, there's a few of you. You understand. Sticking to the musical theme of today's celebration, why did the composer go to the chiropractor? Because he had Bach problems. That one gets me. I know, it's so weak, but I find it funny. Oh. Okay, here's a little story for you. My chiropractor and I got into a terrible fight in the middle of my neck treatment, and now I have to spend the rest of my life looking over my shoulder. See, this is bad. I'm starting to laugh, and now I'm just going to keep going. Okay, this is an oldie but a goodie. What do you call two chiropractors that have each other's backs? Vertebros. It's a bad one, I know, but it's still pretty funny. What did the pessimist say after they went to the chiropractor? Sorry for doubting you. I now stand corrected. Huh? Huh? Yeah? Okay, this is my last joke, so I sincerely hope they're almost done taking pictures here. In what ways are chiropractors and comedians alike? Both have a talent for cracking people up. Am I good? All right. See, I've got this other talent nobody even knew about, right? Now that everybody's back in their seat, let's go ahead and give one more big round of applause for our newest white coat recipients. I now ask Logan Sherman to come to the podium to lead the oath of professionalism.
All right. Class, can I please have you stand and raise your right hand and repeat after me? I'll go ahead and read a paragraph, and then when I pause, you can repeat after me, and then we'll go on from there. On this day, November 1st, 2025, In the presence of family, friends, esteemed faculty, and staff, I hereby affirm to hold myself and colleagues accountable to the content and spirit of this oath. With honor and pride, I vow to uphold the rights and responsibilities entrusted to me by my training as a doctor of chiropractic at Northwestern Health Sciences University and commit to becoming an active advocate of our chiropractic profession. I will faithfully serve the well-being of my patients by upholding myself and my colleagues to the highest degree of professionalism and integrity with unquestionable and unwavering ethical conduct. I will advocate for my profession as a distinct and holistic approach to health. I will esteem those who have taught me the art, science, and philosophy of chiropractic while respecting the knowledge, wisdom, and contributions of my predecessors. I will stand ready to serve humankind and the profession by dedicating my career to the pursuit of health and wellness. I will act within my capabilities and recognize my limitations. I will act in my patients' best interests and will regard keeping their confidence in me as a moral obligation. I pledge my dedication to the practice of chiropractic so that all those I serve may discover true healing, education, and awareness in all aspects of their lives and consciousness. May my skillful hands and clinical knowledge bring strength to the sick, relief to the suffering, and peace of mind to the anxious. May I provide inspiration for all to attain bountiful health and live life to the fullest. With great respect, I will always affirm these principles, acknowledging that every human life is valuable and powerful. I hold myself accountable to this oath of my own volition. I do this freely and honorably in commitment to learning, living, and serving in my community. May I hold fast to the enthusiasm, passion, and idealism with which I take this pledge. Congratulations.
You may be seated. You can sit. As we near the end of the program, I am pleased to introduce our President and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Deb Bushway, who will provide some remarks for our recipients.
Thank you to our stand-up comedian in the crowd, right? I'm hoping she sticks with us instead of get her other career. That clearly is an opportunity for her. No, but seriously, thank you for giving me a moment to bring greetings from all of the senior leaders and administration here at Northwestern Health Sciences University in congratulating the accomplishments of this class, right? We're really excited that you all came to join us here today and celebrate this pivot point for these students. So, as many people here have said, I love this ceremony. I love this ceremony because it's a moment when you get to honor all of your accomplishments, but you don't leave us yet, and you get to pivot and integrate yourselves and integrate all this knowledge to apply it. But I also love it because it gives me hope. It gives me hope for the future of healthcare, because you are stepping in to a space that is greatly needed in our nation, our communities, to bring a whole person mindset, to bring a health-oriented mindset to every patient with whom you interact. That is a gift that you'll bring. That is a gift that we need. So thank you for taking that on. And now it's your time to pivot, as I said, and as everybody has said, from all this knowledge, all this memorization, all this content, and now you're going to start applying it even more autonomously, right? And you know what the knit together, what the glue in that is? It's you. You bring yourself. You bring your whole self. You figure out how you're going to show up as a healer, and you start developing that sense of self with every single patient with whom you interact. I know you've got it in you. I know it's going to be challenging, and I know it will be thrilling as well. I have a quote that I like to read at this ceremony, and so I'm going to do it again. And the quote is from a person named James Rhoda, and he says, "When we're mindful to the various elements of the human experience and are acutely aware of the sacred responsibility we hold when we treat another person, and we are humbled by the beauty, sensitivity, and complexity of the design of the human body and spirit, it is in that moment that we do our best work, and we are in service to the well-being of the patient. And we are grateful for that fulfilling experience of restoring health to that person." I wish you many, many such fulfilling experiences. Congratulations, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll turn it back to our rock star, Dean.
Thank you, Dr. Bushway, for those meaningful words, and I expect to see my performance appraisal show my comedic timing. Need some work. I do have just a few more items before we conclude the ceremony. Faculty, we are going to be processing up the middle aisle, so we're going to go down the right staircase and up the middle aisle. Once the faculty have processed up, the recipients will process into the open area as well, and then followed by our guests. We invite all of you to stay and take pictures around the grounds, enjoy some light refreshments in our cafeteria. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for being a part of this special event. Congratulations to our newest white coat recipients. We are proud of you. Stand up, let's hear one more big round of applause.